So then, this series, PIR of rectus femoris, quads. So from that position, I'm just going to bring it up till we feel that point of restriction, a bit of a point of pain. I'm just going to hold it and support the lower back. And all I want you to do, Kaylee, is just push back into my hand. So again, we'd hold that 10 seconds. And then when she relaxes, we'll go that bit further. She can push back against me again. Again, we're going to hold it 10 seconds. We're only looking 20% power. And then when she relaxes, she can take it further again. Yeah. Okay. There's other ways of doing that. And we can also hit hip flexors from that same position. So I can drop my shoulder down now, hand underneath. I could get Kaylee now from that position to drive the knee into the bed. So she's really pulling the knee down. And then once she's relaxed, so this hand's still supporting the pelvis. And then as she relaxes, I bring the knee up at the same time. You feel that stretch? Yeah. And that, and if I really want to, she could try and drive into the floor again. It's a lot more work for me though, having to hold it all.
You know, if you turn the foot, would that dull the vastus?
No.
No.
And then obviously she'd relax and I'd take it that little bit more. So that's one way of doing the quads.
Right.
Right, so we're looking at PIR of the hamstrings, but we're going to look at isolating them as well. So the first thing we're going to do is bring the leg up to that point of bind. So we're feeling where the muscle comes into bind. Again, you've got to think about your body posture so it's a comfortable position. So for me personally, this is where I like to be now. I'm quite solid, quite stable. I could come in and use my body to do it. Yeah, but we've just got to bear in mind, they're not trying to force us through the bed. It's only 10% power, 10-20% power, yeah? So at that point of bind, then get my client to just contract the hamstring and push into my hand. That's it. So all the time trying to maintain that knee, leg straight. I do 10 seconds. And then my client relaxes and I take it that little bit further. Point the bind again, then go again. Drive into it. Yeah. And then my client then relaxes and I take it a bit further. Now what I can do, I can isolate that bicep femoris a little bit further now. And what I'm going to do now, from that position, turn the toes in, and I'm going to roll the leg inwards, straight across. You feel that come on the outside? Yeah, so I've now isolated bicep femoris, as opposed to semimembranosus, semitendinosus, which most people get when they're stretching. They tend to stretch them.
Two ways they would bicep.
Yeah, so we're hitting both, we're getting right into them now.
Right.
Just by turning the leg in and taking it across. Yeah. And then you can turn the leg out, toes out, and then take it out in that way.
That would that
semimembranosus, semitendinosus.
Right.
Same way. Now I would add them on at the end. I would do my hamstring PIR, but if I know they're tight in one specific area, I'd then turn that way and increase it that way then at the end.
Right.
Once I've done a couple of steps, go up to normal, turn, isolate. Or turn, isolate the other way. Right. Alright? So we're looking at PIR on this leg of adductors now. So what I'm looking for now is to keep his legs straight up, and what I'm going to do, support the leg like that, and I'm going to come out to start getting some restriction. Now I can use my body weight, so all I want you to do for me now, Kaylee, is ease that leg in. So squeeze it against my body. That's it. We'd hold that for 10 seconds, and then Kaylee would relax and I can take it that bit further. What I don't want is the foot to turn. As soon as it turns, we can go massively. I need to keep it straight all the time, so I'm kind of going
there. Bringing your sartorius into it then when you do that? When your foot turns out?
Well, sartorius will come into it a bit, but more hip flexors.
Right.
And that's, so we get to a certain point there where we're stretching. Do you feel that right?
Yeah.
Up. So she's quite pliable. Yeah. So if I want to take Gracilius out of the equation now, I want to let the leg bend. And now from the same position, I might just restrict that a little bit, and I want to use my leg to do this a little bit. So just squeezing against me, that's it. And then once 10 seconds is up, I just take it out a little bit further, keeping that foot down and back. Yeah. And that will then facilitate adductors. Yeah. There is obviously, that's one way of doing it. If I wanted to take Quadriceps out of the equation and just do the 4 adductors anyway, the remaining 4, I'd have you sat up, 2 feet together. Yeah, and then, well, in fact, I'll tell you what, we'll get you to sit up here then. And then what we do is put 2 soles of your feet, both feet soles together. Alright. And then bring them right in towards your belly. That's it. So from there now, all I get to do, hand on there, squeeze the knees in towards my hands. So you push into my hands, that's it.
And that's just doing the 4.
That's just the 4. Took Quadriceps out of the equation, which is very pliable anyway. And then obviously then you take a nice breath in, breathe out and let that relax, and that naturally drops. Push against my hands again, same principle. And that'd do the adductors. As a PIR stretch like that.